Hey there all YouTubers, today we're cooking a full slab of pork spare ribs on the modified PK300. Now it's all about the setup and the modifications of the PK300, but I just want to point out that I'm using a pork rub from JB. Now JB is from JB's Barbecue and Guns. Now JB, he's in Texas right now, but he's originally from North Carolina. So this is his rub that he made up, and I could tell that it has a lot of Texas influence because of all the black pepper. And now there's black pepper, salt, and I believe garlic, and there's some sort of sugar in here. And maybe after JB watches this video, he could comment and leave the ingredients, you know, in his comment on what is in here. But I really like this, and we're gonna use this today. And this East Carolina vinegar sauce, the originator of this, I guess it's like over 150-year-old recipe, is from Wilson, North Carolina. So we got a North Carolina a vinegar-based sauce that we're going to mop on at the end, and JB's pork rub from JB's Barbecue and Guns. Go check him out. Now normally you wouldn't see somebody cooking a full slab of pork spare ribs on the PK unless they like cut them up and put them sideways. Well, with the modifications on my PK, we're cooking that full slab. That's right, people, the full slab on the PK300. Alright, that's looking really good. As you can see, all that pepper in there. Now, I didn't clean these up. I mean, this is just backyard barbecue. We're making dinner. This ain't no fancy competition stuff. So all I did is I cut off that little piece of flat meat. I'm going to cook that up separate. And I just peeled off the thin membrane that was on the back. And we're going to throw this in the refrigerator. You know how I do it. And we're going to set up that modified PK300. Alright folks, we got the new original PK300, and it's modified with a stoker unit. That's right, the one and only PK using a stoker. That's right. Go watch my other videos, you'll see how I hooked that up. And it's also modified with this cast aluminum deflector plate. Yeah, it's a griddle plate. It's the Rock. Can you smell what the Rock's cooking? Yeah, you're about to. And what we have in here is Humphreys charcoal briquettes, and I'm going with pecan. I don't want too harsh of a smoke flavor, and pecan is kind of a Texas thing. You know, my man JB's from Texas, so that's what we're going with. Okay, so now I have a shallow aluminum pan lined with aluminum foil. I use the aluminum foil for easy cleanup, and also extend the foil out just a little bit more because of the length of the spare ribs. But as you can see, got plenty of clearance here for air circulation around the spare ribs. And so I also have my probe right there for the stoker unit. Alright, let's close the lid. Bottom vents are closed, of course, because we're using the stoker, and the top vents just above halfway. Oh, let's go 3/4 to get this fired up. 3/4 fired up. And my temperature that we're going with is 255. That's what I'm going with here. Now all this aluminum will heat up, stay hot, be very efficient. I love the PK. Alright, so in a short period of time we're up to 194 here. Real quick, let me just pull that stoker out. And wow, look at those spare ribs. You can tell there's a little bit of sugar in there. See that glistening on there? Yep. Open up the PK. Get this big old slab. I mean, it's huge. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. All on the PK. It takes up the whole length of the PK. Now you couldn't do this with that old school offset. Alright, so there you go. Let's close it up. Just gonna let them go. 255 people. That's what the stoker's set at. It's gonna maintain. No worries. There's the stoker right there. Alright, let's get it going. Alright folks, 3.5 hours later, you want to see what's going on? Well, I'll show you what's going on. Set temp 255. What's that say? 255. This pit holds temp. The stoker does its job. Alright folks, we're at the 4-hour mark. Just to show you. 255. Let's open this up. That's what they're looking like. Alright. So, time to tin them. That's all we're going to do. We're going to tin them up. Tin them, you guys know the deal. Alright, so there you have it. Nice and tinted. 4-hour mark. Let them keep going. Okay, 5-hour mark. Still going strong. 253. We're going to let them go. I'm not opening that lid. I'm going to let it go. Running on that minimal amount of charcoal. Just going to let it go. Alright, so here we go at the 6-hour mark. We're losing fuel. Look at that. See that? 238, and that stoker is running full blast the whole time. That's alright though. 6 hours. I think these ribs are going to be just about done. That's right. We're going to let them keep on going. Alright, this cook is done after 6.5 hours, and as you can see, 223 degrees. I'm running out of fuel. Yep. Running out of fuel. Pull that plug out of there. And this cook is what it is. Alright, we grabbed them off the pit. We're going to let them rest here. That's what they're looking like. Just like that. They're nice and tender, I could tell. Just going to tin them and let them rest for a minute. Okay, so while they're resting here, let's just go ahead, add a little bit more of this JB pork rub. Just a little bit. Why not, right? JB pork rub. And we're going to mop them with this East Carolina vinegar sauce. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I mean, vinegar with that pepper. Look at that. Glistening. Look at those. Oh, it's going to be so good. Alright. Just let them rest here. Let them rest. Alright, so here it is. The moment of truth. After 6 hours in the PK with a temp of 255, a nice steady temp. The coals were starting to you know, kind of dwindle out, and you know, it was kind of you know, not enough coals in there to keep it going. So at 6 hours, I'm pulling these ribs, and after resting for a half an hour, it's time to cut into them and see what we got here. You know, let's just take a look the underneath. See that? Look at that. And let's go ahead and cut into these ribs. And give it a second here. Getting a nice little smoke ring. Getting a nice little smoke ring. Yeah, look at that. It's forming. Right before your very own eyes. It's like magic, people. Look at that. Full slab. Full slab of pork spare ribs on the PK. Alright, look at that, missus. Come on, take a little quick bite.
Oh, brother.
Right there. That's a big honking thing. That's a full slab of spare rib. Here, show the people. Bring it in. That's a good bite. Yeah, nice bite. Tender after 6 hours. 255 in the PK. Using the stoker. Indirect. Yep. So there you have it. What do you think of JB's rub?
I like it.
Yeah. Peppery. Peppery and look at that. Tender morsel right there. Oh my goodness. That is so tender. So tender and juicy. Flavorful. Look at that, people. JB's Rub. JB's Barbecue and Guns. Go check him out. And this vinegar sauce is a nice compliment to him. I mean, really, vinegar on pork, it's just perfect. Perfect match. Yummy. So me and Mrs. HMB are going to go have dinner, and you guys do whatever the hell you want, because we're going to enjoy some barbecue right here. Old school backyard barbecue. Metal on, people. Well, okay, just as I suspected. Look what we got left. Not much of anything. It used every little bit of that charcoal up. So that just shows you how efficient this cooker is, with that minimal amount of briquettes in there. And it's looking like I need to clean that ash out. Yeah, I need to clean that ash out. So there you go, folks. My modified PK300 doing a great job. So what's next? You guys tell me what you want to see next. I think you know what you want to see next. Metal on, people. Thanks for watching.